Volume 1, okay. Before I forget to start, before I start talking with the microphone off again. Some Rayman Origins, alright. I've had an inkling to play this for a few days. I was watching a video. I watched a video on YouTube about this game, and I hadn't played this game in like 10 years or something like that. Also even longer. I played it back when it first came out. Absolutely loved it. And I'm hoping it still holds up. I think it will. But yeah, here's hoping. I will say because I haven't played it in so long, I have no idea how well I'll do. I know this game, it's kind of weird. This game is almost notorious for how difficult it is, especially when it comes to like the secret levels and such. Little test run thing there. Yeah, it's almost notorious how difficult it is due to some of the extra stuff, especially like the secret ending. However, as a kid, I remember not having any issues with that, so I'm curious to see how well I'm going to do. I love this intro. Love how the granddad just isn't bothered in the slightest. Oh, pardon me. I was coughing a bunch there. There's like something in my throat. Like clogging out the back of my throat. Also, yeah, Rayman just straight up lost that fight. But if you just jump, you can break out. And let this guy out. Hey, you slap happy Rayman. Looks like the old master is blowing bubbles again. Gone completely knocky. It's going to take a lot of electrons to fix him this time. Yeah, they didn't explain the lore in this, and the lore gets retconned into Rayman like every other game anyway, so it's not like it matters that much. But the whole world is the... feels like something itching my nose. The inside of my nose. This whole world is the Glade of Dreams, and this guy is basically God. The entire world is literally just his imagination. And when he dreams, his imagination basically just leaks out into into this world. And all the characters are like products of his dream. And when he has nightmares, bad things happen. Is the long and short of it. Although canonically, in this game, Rayman himself wasn't made by him. Rayman was made by the nymphs, who we'll get onto later. And him, I don't even remember. He's like a minor character who appears in Rayman 2, I think it was. He becomes a major character in the sequel to this, but for now he's just kind of a guy who's there with a big mouth. Expect to see this screen a lot. But yeah, that's mostly all the story we really get. as just the intro cutscene, then it's just off and sort out the problems. I'm probably going to go quiet during most of those loading screens just because it would make it easier to edit them out on YouTube. First nymph. I don't remember her name is. She's she was the fairy from Rayman 1. Can't attack you, I keep forgetting that. It was weird not being able to attack. But like in Rayman 1, where have you? I'm not in any particular hurry. Yeah, like in Rayman 1, unlock finding the nymphs and grant you new abilities. And this first one was kind of a big deal. Fly away, mate. Break him open by jumping on him. Bravo!
Yay!
She gives you the ability to hit things, like just your attacks. Which, yeah, as you can imagine, it's kind of a bit of an important thing to have. There's a reason to give it to you really early. Rayman actually has quite the moveset in this game. Like, depending on which direction you push and what you're doing at any given moment when you press attack can change a lot of things. Also, these guys are from Rayman 1, but back then they had floating heads and hands. Grab that. We'll see what these things are at the end of the level. But as a general rule, you want to grab as many of those as you can. This guy's also from Rayman 1. Got a massive eye there. Hey, those little pink dudes just kind of exist to fix the Glade of Dreams or something. I don't even fucking know. But yeah, the yellow lums, they grant you the extra pink guys as you go through. And you can max it out for a trophy. I'm not going to bother with the trophies, but I do want to try and get all the pink lums if I can. I love the music. What is this instrument? I can't remember what it's called. It's a... I think it's a Jewish harp? I think? I can't remember. Something I've always loved, actually. Is that if you're holding the run button, Rayman will basically start running on the spot, and just as long as you're holding the run button, if you press attack, he launches himself forward. It's a great way to get a running start and get to max speed. That's going to be quite illuminating for those who know how to use their energy. This game uses a bunch of characters from the very first game, but kind of like reformats them. This guy is, yeah, he's the magician from the very first game. But they kind of like remake him so that he's now a teensy, which didn't appear to the second game. It's weird. This game's like like I said, the whole thing was like, Rayman as a whole has been like redone from scratch so many fucking times. So you don't need to know anything that happened in the previous games. They're all just like... They're all just non-canon. And I don't think even this is canon anymore. I think they've done it again since this game. It's all his own thing. Hey. And I'll listen out for those help me's because that indicates a little secret. In these rooms, you just want to kill all the enemies. Oh, when they're inflated like that, that counts as the enemy being dead. So you can find some of these. Oh, I can't go under there anymore. Oh yeah, when you collect the king lum and all the lums are glowing, they're worth like double the amount. Well, so you don't have to worry too much about brain come on. I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. Oh, you don't have to worry about dying. This is one of those games where you just go back to the start of the room every time you die. So you got infinite tries to do everything. No, I don't want to die. There we go. Also, those lums on the medal do show up in a specific order. So the lums from this room will appear in the same spot on that medal every time. So you can use that to figure out roughly where you've like missed some if you have. Which I will probably have to do later anyway. Because that'll be the last guy. Is that? No, okay. I will say this takes a while. It can be kind of frustrating. I remember this. It can be kind of frustrating if you're like trying to do the same level over and over again to try and get a specific amount. You have to wait through this every single time. Okay, a new character unlocked in the snoring tree. We'll do in a second. So I think I can get the last lung from Time Attack? This is as far as my retesting the game, yeah. So I have to do this whole level in under 1:30. There we go. And I got a good trophy as well. Yeah, you don't have to do the entire level, just to the flag. Which is different from different depends on where you different depending on the level, I guess. Yeah, I'm probably not going to go every single these pink guys each time I try. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get all the pink guys each time I try, but I will probably go back and forth to actually get them. Oh, so these are just like skins. Oh, a lot of trapped hair today. I'm not a fan of the blue version of Rayman. But yeah, you can play as multiple characters. Rayman's just the main character. You can also play as Glowbox, I think his name was, if I remember correctly. Who's Rayman's best friend, basically. Just some blue frog. And he plays the Tinsies, who are this game's... You know how in the Mario games, when they let you play as multiple characters, there's like someone who's always relegated to being like a toad because there weren't like enough main characters? These guys are this game's equivalent to that. They're basically just the toads. In terms of even Tinsy, this guy, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to have a crown or something. That might be a skin. But he's like a reference to the second game when there was just like 4 of these guys, all of which were arguing over who's king. I need to play Rayman 2 at some point. I played the first game. First game's good, but it's fucking unbalanced as hell. I did manage to beat that music level eventually. This guy in particular, I actually genuinely don't remember who this guy's supposed to be. Genuinely don't remember him at all. Well, he's a reference to what game he's from. Oh, you can also like grab onto this guy's thing to have him like mention you. Guff Teensy, what if you are here, then who's watching the dead door? Did the grannies get out? Should we call the nymphs? The one and only Glowbox, biggest glut in the glade. Champion of snoring songs, you honour me with your noisy naps. Glowbox is also married with kids, which is funny. That guy's going to be important. Giving Livid Dead Stars tour. Bring new skull teeth. Basically, that's the over there is the way to get to the grannies that were in the underworld. But he's not going to let you in unless you get his teeth back. And we'll get on to how to get those later. Also a red glow box. Oh, and all the characters' movesets are exactly the same. It's totally just a visual difference. 25 to do that. What's the medal? Oh, the medal is getting all the lumps. I don't give a shit about the medal. Maybe I'll come back to do that medals in my own time. That is just going to be a case of like basically doing a level perfectly. Getting as many lumps as possible. Though if I remember correctly, depending on the level, you don't always have to get every single lum. It's just like a very, very large amount. Blum's beautiful moolah of the glade. Music in this game is amazing. Come here. Come here. This music sounds like a Spyro-y, doesn't it? You get out of there. There's some fairy acts as a platform. Let's grab you guys. Just have to get away from where that originally was to activate that. And swipe in the air to get just a little bit extra air time. Yes, music definitely sounds like Spyro. Slam attack. Oh, I get it. Those guys are dark lums? I think they were in the first game. You don't need to know any of this, by the way, for this game to work. This is all stuff that's like just optional knowledge. Oh, okay. We're now past the point as well where I remembered what I did. So goes back into each other. Gets rid of the shield, just give that a good whack. Oh, you get a bit of extra height if you slam into the springs. It's very useful. That's very important for later. You fucker. Are you torturing a lum behind me? I might not even get the lung count because I missed that one plant. No, I'm under there. Okay, that one, the last one is the ending of the level. Yeah. I would say no. With the way I got the oh yeah, if you already have a heart, clearing the heart gives you some extra lungs. Very mature sense of humor, I know. Which I failed to do so. I will say this does get easier with some of the later abilities. I remember that. I'm probably not going to bother all the time levels as well. I might come back. Might do that when I come back. I missed the second. I'm not going to get the next lum. I think I'm just a couple short. Yeah, literally too short. A lot of that I'll sort out later. But those lums are useful for unlocking things, not just skins, like actual unlocking like progress and such. If I remember correctly. Go with the flow. Form a crush attack on bounced surfaces to leap higher. Yeah, they do explain it. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I can't even dive yet. That's an ability I have to unlock. Yeah, what I was going to say as well, with the controls, I currently have this game set up as... So I'm using D-pad to move. Because I originally played this game on the Wii, and I distinctly remember using like a classic controller. And I distinctly remember having an easier time controlling it with the D-pad. But I also remember having a way easier time controlling the water sections with the joysticks. I might have to swap it over every once in a while. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go there, there, that, then drop down. Oh yeah, and I forgot, like, if you're playing this multiplayer, because you play all at the same time, if you just hold up, you can actually use your friend as a platform. Right, there we go. I want to sneeze again. Oh my god, what is up with me today? And you, you. Just under 300 again. But these times gonna be enough. I don't think this is gonna be enough. I'm probably gonna use something like 350 for that one. No, I got enough, just barely. Yeah, the game does give you a decent amount of leniency, which is nice. Character. And there's a nymph over there, so I got some more work to do with the nymph. Yeah, Tinsy looks like Rayman. I think all these characters are just unlocked, yeah, afterwards. I'll play as a Tinsy for a bit.